welcome back to Subterranean Guitar Tech. I'm Underground, and today I will be telling you the story of two DK7Ms. As you see on screen, I have two of these guitars, as you may have guessed from a previous video. Why do I have two? Well, sometimes when you go to buy a secondhand guitar, things don't arrive the way you would hope. I really like these Pro Series Jackson Dinkies. They're, well, at least for a while, from, I don't know when it started, but all the ones that I've looked at from about 2015 to 2018, at least during that era and before, they were all made in the Mexico Fender factory. So pretty good products, I think. I've gotten a bunch of them. You can usually, if you wait, you can find some pop up on eBay or Reverb for about 500 or 600 bucks, which is a steal in my opinion if you got one in good condition. The more random models, especially the 7-strings, are becoming much more rare. So that is why I jumped on a listing for a DK7M on Reverb some time ago. It was sold by a small-time YouTuber who unfortunately blatantly misrepresented what he was actually offering. Unfortunately, I bought this guitar, I think shipped for about $700, so not like insane money, but it was in very sorry condition. The official Reverb tiers are, I think, like mint unplayed, like near mint used, and then it goes very good, good, fair, poor, or something like that. So it was listed as very good, basically saying, look, you can tell it's been played. It's not mint, but it's in very good condition. Whoa, was that not the case? Where do I even begin? Let's start at the very bottom. The strap buttons have been replaced with some weird looking chrome ones that don't match anything else on the guitar. The finish is okay on the front, except for this big patch under the neck pickup there that's just all like, I want to say buffed, but that would imply that it's been like polished and smoothed out. It's like it was polished and smooth, but then became dull with I don't know if your fingers been just rubbing into it like mad when you're playing, or maybe you just like plant your fingers right there when you're doing trem picking or something. There's just a big ugly spot right there. The blade switch for the pickups was bent over to the side. The volume knob is bent over, cracked into the wood. It's coming out at an angle now. The plastic on the pickup bobbins is all scratched up. The bridge is super dirty. The little truss rod wheel, which is one of the primo features of these Jacksons. I love working with those as opposed to the headstock access ones. That's like rusted on the inside somehow. I think it must be from I can only assume from the condition this guitar is in. I'll make certain assumptions about the prior owner or owners, that they drunkenly spilled some Dr. Thunder, or whatever the great value Dr. Pepper is, and has left a bunch of just sticky nastiness on the high frets there. It used to be a lot worse. I've tried to scrub it out with just water and a cloth. I'm going to try to go back with some naphtha and really clean it out. The back has just huge scrapes and chips out of the clear coat there. A lot of belt rash, which is kind of whatever, I guess, for this stuff, but just some pretty big chunks, right? The fretboard has like many scratches like on the fretboard. I don't even know how those could even be formed by someone who is even like kind of caring about the condition of their instrument and how they treat it. Like, I can't imagine a scenario where that happened unless they just like laid it around and their kid like had a fork and just started scratching into it. Very bizarre. Which is unfortunate because the maple on there has a nice pattern on it and kind of an unusual color. I mean, I don't think it's been stained or something, and it doesn't smell like cigarette smoke or anything like it would have gotten on there and changed the color. But I'm gonna have to do something about the scratches. The frets themselves got a lot of high frets. There are like chips taken out of various frets, like the guitar just fell over and like hit something solid, so the strings just got slammed into it. That's going to be a pain in the butt to deal with. There's a chip, well, I guess two like small like jabs into the back of the neck on the bottom, which I don't even know how you do something about that. I'll have to, so you can fill that in with something and then try to like put something over it to put that out of the way. And then there's some big dings up on the back of the headstock, which again doesn't affect playability, but just does not display confidence. I guess it would not inspire confidence is the proper phrase in the previous owners. Miraculously, the tip of the pointy headstock is in pretty good condition, so glad that didn't suffer anything. That would be pretty hard to repair for somebody like me without experience or tools or proper workshop. Anyway, yeah, I would say not in very good condition. Like, dude, especially with the like dried on soda there, you're looking at like fair or good. I mean, you could maybe argue that it's good. Perhaps like maybe if the frets weren't in such bad condition, like it was still playable, like the damage isn't affecting the function of the instrument necessarily, but good gravy, man. This is just not great. So I went back and forth messaging with the seller, this YouTube guy, and he's basically just said, well, bro, if you don't like it, just send it back. Just pay $100 to send it back. Just be out $100 and don't have this semi-rare guitar that you want. Yeah, so I didn't think another one was going to come up, so I just kind of kept it and have gotten busy and not worked on it. But sometime later, another listing did come up from a closer area of the country and even included a hard molded Jackson case, which is nice to have. So I've got that other one, which has its own issues, but not nearly as much damage, and the issues should be pretty solvable. So decided I would keep this one and turn it into a sacrificial guitar of sorts. See what I can do about everything, clean it up, and if I screw things up, then, well, it's already kind of hammered. Doesn't matter so much. Hopefully I'll be able to get it in a really good spot, make it play nice, make it look better, and hopefully sell it and recover some money. I don't know. At least in my area, it seems doubtful that somebody would want to pay $700 for a used a used Jackson 7-string with this much damage, but who knows? We'll see what happens. Anyway, that's the story behind having two of the same guitar. My supplies for gluing down those stubborn frets should be here soon, so I'm going to make another video documenting that. I've tried to do a bunch of research. I've got the fret clamp, and I've tried it out. The high frets will go down when you push on them, but they pop up again when you take the clamp off, unfortunately. Why they don't glue these things down from the factory, I can only imagine is time. If you have to clamp down each fret on a 24 fret neck for 5 to 10 minutes, and then potentially deal with the mess that you made with super glue and whatnot, like that's a ton of extra time per build, and time is money, unfortunately. So That is why I'm becoming my own guitar tech, so I can put time into things that I care about. Anyway, that is today's story time. See you in the next video.